Recording in progress.
And let's let the sound of this next bell take us to the very deepest place within.
Testing, Brian.
Namaste, friends. Would you all stand for our first two songs?
Good morning! Awakening Way! I have the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Down in my heart. Down in my heart. I have the joy, 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 joy down in my heart. Down in my heart to stay. Joy, love, love, love down in my heart. Down in my heart. Down in my heart. I have the love, 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 love down in my heart. Down in my heart to stay. I have the peace, 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 peace down in my heart. Down in my heart. Down in my heart. I have the peace, 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 peace down in my heart. Down in my heart to stay. I have the peace that passes understanding down in my heart. Down in my heart. Down in my heart. I have the peace that passes understanding down in my heart. Down in my heart to I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing power today. I'm choosing power today. I am walking the road of power right now, singing I'm choosing power today. I'm choosing peace today. I'm choosing peace today. I am walking the road of health right now, singing I'm choosing peace today. I'm choosing love. I'm choosing love today. Choosing love. I'm choosing love today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing I'm choosing love today. I'm choosing heaven today. Oh yeah. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing I'm choosing heaven today. I'm choosing heaven today. I was having so much fun. I'm choosing heaven today. I am walking the road of heaven right now, singing I'm choosing heaven today.
right, while you're on your feet, please turn to one another and offer the Namaste blessing. Namaste. Namaste, live streamers. Namaste, Brian and Gina. Namaste, what else is possible, band and choir? And as you take your seats, please take a moment to silence your cell phones or any other devices that are other than God. I'm Reverend Susan Jones, and I am the assistant minister here at Awakening Ways Center for Spiritual Living. It is my joy to welcome you to the Awakening Ways Center for Spiritual Living, where all that we ask is that you remain open to the possibility of changing your entire life by changing your mind. This service has been designed especially for you. Welcome home. We have been waiting for you. We exist to raise the vibe, and we envision a joyful, happy world. We have an affirmation for today, and I invite you to please repeat after me. My body is my home.
My body is my home.
I treat it with kindness.
I treat it with kindness.
I am beautiful exactly as I am.
I am beautiful exactly as I am.
And so it is.
And so it is.
And now I'd like to invite our practitioner for the day, B.J. DiGirolamo, who's going to give us a reading from Ernest Holmes and an opening prayer. And as she comes up here, I just want to remind you that we are a community that believes and knows in the power of prayer. And so there are many ways for you to receive prayer. One of them is to fill out a prayer request form, which we have them in your programs. This is the salmon-colored form right here. You can place it in the offering basket or in the box over here on the prayer table. You can email us at info@awakeningways.org. Just put prayer request in the subject line. You can meet with BJ after the service for what we call a 1-minute miracle, and she will pray you up for whatever it is that's on your heart. So we just want you to know that there's lots of ways that we can do this, and we love doing it. So please, you know what? If everything's great in your life, then you can ask for more, please. How's that?
Good is always good, and I'll always take more of that. All right, so my reading is from the Science of Mind 365. Today, I consciously commune with the Spirit. I know that it presses against me and flows through me. I endeavor to feel this presence as a living reality in my life. Knowing that the divine presence is in everyone, I sense that the Spirit is in everyone I meet. I do my best to respond to this Spirit. Seeing it everywhere, I keep my consciousness open and alert that I may better understand the union of all life with its pure and perfect source. So let's just turn within now to that place where I know that God is all there is. And there is only one Spirit, one life, one God that is present everywhere. It is in the air I breathe. It presses against me in the mountaintop, in the valley, in the desert, and in the ocean. There's no place where life is not, and God is life. And I know that I am absolutely united with this source, that I can never be separate from that of which I am. And so I know that this service today is divinely guided in all ways. I know that Dahlan has received the divine download from Spirit as he speaks to us today in his talk. I know that there is something that he says that changes our mind and opens our heart to help us have a better life, to help us treat others kindly with more respect and compassion. And I know that the music today is uplifting and gets us to dance in the aisles and just be those little God expressions that we are. Because life is fun. And I know we all need more of that. And so I'm so grateful for this service unfolding exactly as Spirit has intended for us. I'm so grateful for this knowledge and this teaching and this way of life. And so it is with a heart full of gratitude now that I just release my word into that law of mind where I know it's done. And together we can claim it by saying, and so it is.
Feel free to stand if you wish. We have song lyrics on the screen over there.
Jimmy Townsend original song.
What we need right now, I think, is a world full of people set on getting back into balance. Because it seems kind of crazy.
Right now is a world full of people set on getting back into balance. What we need right now is a world full of people set on getting back into it. Think about what you'll do compared to what you won't. Think about what you love compared to what you don't. Think about where you go. Remember where you've been. Simplify your life by keeping it all in balance. Creator, we call your name. Father, Creator, we're asking for your aid. What we need right now is a world full of people set on getting back into balance. What we need right now is a world full of people set on getting back into it. Think about what you do compared to what you won't. Think about what you love and things that will do. Think about where you go. Remember where you've been. Simplify your life by keeping it all in balance. Mother Creator, we call your name. Father Creator, we're asking for your aid. Mother Creator, we call your name. Father Creator, we're asking for your aid. What we need right now is a world full of animals that are getting back into balance. What we need right now is a world full of people that are getting back into it. What we need right now is a world full of people that are getting back into balance.
That's beautiful. Oh my goodness. It is my great honor and privilege to introduce and invite Reverend Dahlan Richenberg up here as our speaker today. He is my friend. He's my schoolmate. Oh my gosh. We love him so much. Give him a big round of applause.
Thank you, Susan. Well, good morning. Here we are. And here this is. Isn't this gorgeous? What a day, what a weekend it's been. So this week is supposed to be the body of joy. This month, our seed of awakening is joy. And I got a kind of message about what I should be talking about before I read that. So I'm not going to talk about the body of joy. So you can remember your affirmation. That's good. But we're going to talk about some other things here. When I think of joy, I tend to think of something that's like deeper than an emotion. It's deeper than, happy. And we like that, right? We want to be uplifted. But It's always hard for me to reconcile that when you're doing hard things. You know, when you're jackhammering some concrete out, right? Or lifting weights, or doing something that's strenuous, you know, paddling out in the surf, or, you know, having to call AT&T and sit there for 45 minutes, right? Or giving birth. Not that I know what that's like, but being happy isn't quite the right adjective for that, is it? It's like joy, though, is a better way of framing like a context of being. Like by context, I mean the underlying atmosphere, right? While in the midst of something even difficult or unpleasant, or pleasant, right? And I think it's useful to kind of clear up a little bit of terminology, because we start to talk about this stuff and we're all, I mean, I'm guilty of using it kind of like a word salad. So let's kind of pick through some of the words and salad that we use when we talk about joy and happiness and goodness and quality of life and things like that. We have that phrase, the pursuit of happiness, right? And is happiness something that we're pursuing? Question. Being happy is an emotion, but we use it interchangeably with joy, don't we? And good, like we want the good life. But often that seems like just pursuing the next pleasure, right? The next thing that's gonna, like, I don't feel good, I wanna feel good. And some of us former addicts really know what some of that stuff is like. And often it seems like we're just pursuing, like, okay, maybe I need some chocolate, or my favorite, like, ice cream. But I tend to think of joy as well-being, that it's a little bit closer to joy, but I still use it to describe changing states. So I want to kind of talk about that a little bit. But Google's AI overview definition of joy says, a deep, enduring state of well-being that comes from within, rather than a fleeting emotion tied to external circumstances. It's like, what? When did Google become science of mind? Seriously. Well, it's AI, Google, I mean, it's still kind of the collective consciousness, right? They're these large language models, and that's what we're using. That's what AI is kind of doing. And, you know, it's obvious to me that the science of mind principles have permeated into the world, even if new thought is not, you know, directly accredited for it, and no one, you know, a lot of people don't know who some of these characters like, you know, Ernest Holmes and many others are, but these ideas are out in the world and we're using them. Ernest Holmes says, I am the spirit of joy within me. I am the spirit of peace within me. And he's describing joy there as a state of being, as part of our true nature. When I first heard the seed of awakening was joy, it came to me that 3 of my favorite teachers all have books called The Joy of Living. And they're Ernest Holmes, Thich Nhat Hanh, and Mingyur Rinpoche, right? So I kind of brushed up on them. That was kind of my work this week. And that's why I'm talking about this, is because, like, you need to look at this. Okay. So they all approach it from a slightly different angle. Ernest Holmes says it comes from our unity with spirit, right? Understanding that we are inseparable from God and the spirit of all things. So he says, I am the spirit of joy within me. Now, Mingyur Rinpoche, who he's a Dzogchen teacher, meditation teacher, and Dzogchen is a branch of Buddhism that is all about non-duality. So it's about that unity, which is what really attracts me to him. And he says, beneath thoughts, emotions, and sensations is a field of open, luminous awareness. Open, luminous awareness, right? So his quote that I have here is, joy is not something that you have to get, it's something that you are, right? I heard him speak once, and he was asked to give the audience a little meditation, you know, close your eyes, and little pointer meditation about what he teaches. And he says, okay, close your eyes and get comfortable. And he says, you want to know the secret? It's in my book. The secret? Already have. 2 words. Already have. Whatever you're looking for, truly, I already have. Right? And so the next one is Thich Nhat Hanh. And he says that joy comes from being here, being truly present with life as it is. Not as we think it should be, but as it is. So when you breathe, when you walk, and you eat mindfully, you awaken to the wonders already around you. Your breath, the sky, a friend's smile. He said, there is no way to happiness. Happiness is the way, right? So they all converge on joy with an underlying sense that it's an underlying sense of well-being, and in some way intrinsic to existence, right? We already have it simply because we're here. And I think that it's easy to experience joy when that's the case, like when things are going well, when things are good, when things are perfect. But it's not always the case, is it? So if joy is in fact our natural state, where does it go when we're not feeling it, when we're not experiencing it? So I think it tends to get covered up, right? It gets covered up by life, by our life experiences, by circumstances, and it can be messy for all of us, for even the best of us. It can get pretty messy. So I think we should do a little excavating, right? Let's uncover some of this stuff. And I'm not an archaeologist or a psychotherapist that's gonna, take a little bit and brush it off and, be really careful with that and put it in a little box and number it and put it in the museum. Like I'm in construction. Let's get the excavator out, right? Let's get to the bottom of this thing. But wait a second, let's be a little sensitive. After all, like we're talking about our life stories here, right? So maybe we should just use like a snow shovel instead. We'll compromise, right? Denise knows someone that has a friend that has been battling with depression, and she's tried a number of things to move herself out of it, and they don't seem to be working. She seems to be pretty stuck, and Denise recommended the possibility of asking her doctor for maybe some medication that might just, give her just enough of a lift to sort of pull out of it. And she came back and asked her a week or two later, did you do that? How are you feeling? She was just inquiring. And her friend said, oh, no, I just changed my attitude. And Denise said, wow, I've been told to do that my whole life, and I cannot figure out how to do that. And I'm not picking on her. I'm not trying to embarrass her. I'm just saying that I think we can all relate to that, right? Just change your attitude, okay? Right? But this stuff is hard, and we work on this stuff, and we can feel better. We do feel more joy, but it often seems like we're not making much progress, especially at certain times. And there's some stuff that I have come across that I want to share with you. It's scientific research. Hope it doesn't get too boring. But studies have shown that each of us has something called a happiness baseline, right? And it's unique to each one of us. It's our own, like, joy fingerprint, right? It's unique, but we have this baseline. And that when we go through any kind of major change, whether it's a windfall, right? You win the lottery, or you fall in love, or, you know, something big, good happens, or when something bad happens. I mean, when someone that you love or close to you dies, or you lose your house, that regardless of how much you move, you return to that same happiness baseline, right? They call it a hedonic baseline. So it's sort of an average level of joy. And here's what the experts say about it. They say it's about 40% genetics, right, which is temperament. For those of you that like the Enneagram, like this is sort of your intrinsic spot, right? That's about 40% of this baseline. About 10% of it is life circumstance. Now, I was really surprised by that because I thought about 80% would be life circumstance, right? It's my story. It's what I've been through, right? But here's the kicker. About 50% is our intentional thoughts, our habits, and our practices. And that's good news, isn't it? Because we can change our intentional thoughts with new habits and practices. And we can actually move and increase our wellness baseline. So back to Denise's friend, just changing your attitude in this moment is probably not going to do much. You're going to pretty quickly move right back into where you were. But by practicing things like gratitude and mindfulness and meditation, we can prime that innate sense of well-being, right? By using all of our senses, by reading, writing, verbalizing, visualizing, and by cleaning up our self-talk, right? We're actually growing new neural pathways and tapping into our subconscious mind, which is where the subconscious is processing like a couple million bits per second, and our conscious mind, us talking right now, is like 50 to 100. So that's really the bridge, isn't it? You know, and that's where using all of our senses and using music, all of these things bridge something between the two halves of our brains and from conscious to unconscious mind. So it's really important to get under the skin of that, so to speak, and give our subconscious a new goal, a new alignment, right? And we can continually increase our happiness set point. So let's look at some more things that we pile on top of our joy. We have to get through this next problem, right? Are you feeling the joy? Right? Got to get through this week, right? Got to get this done and then I can be okay, right? Or when I get the right diagnosis, right? Or when the surgery is successful. These are the things we wait for to experience joy. And so worry and fear and doubt. And you know, we're doing the right thing here because these are the things we pray for. And we pray to shift that, to know, to realign, and to know that the right outcome is in process, right? Some other things we pile on is I can't, right? Self-doubt and self-criticism. Or how about just criticism in general, right? Anyone that's driving slower than me is an idiot, and anyone that's driving faster than me is a maniac. That's George Carlin. And and you know, the problem with that is now you got to live in a world full of idiots and maniacs. Right? You get the picture. We bury our joy and our freedom under way more than a bushel. So I promised you a little bit of excavation this morning, and so we're going to try something. I want to invite the musicians back up, and while they're getting over in their place, I want to invite you all to just get comfortable. We're going to do a little meditation, if you're game. And I want to make sure that you guys back here, that you guys are going to do it with us. Even though you're working, I want you to participate in the meditation. Everyone that's online, get yourself comfortable. And Jimmy, once you come in, I don't want to start. I want everyone to be participating in this, because there is power in all of us doing this together. Jimmy's going to come out in just a second. But if you want, just shift in your seat and get comfortable. And this might be a little bit different, but I'm going to wait for Jimmy to make his way up to the stage. Here. Everything's fine. And whether you're sitting or standing, just relax and close your eyes. You don't need to worry about what you're going to do next. We're just going to involve ourselves in this little exercise right now. So just close your eyes. And I want you to bring to mind a prison cell. Don't worry, but I want you to bring to mind a prison cell. And I want you to imagine that joy and well-being, not just feeling good, but truly being well, is just the other side of those prison bars. There is your joy, your happiness, that baseline well-being that you know is so close. But there seems to be these bars between you and that well-being. I want you to feel the bars. Imagine putting your hands on them, and they're cold and dreary. You feel yourself strain against them. You can see the door and feel the frustration of knowing that there's a key that would open that door. But you've had a hard time really finding it. You've tried many times to trick or bribe or plead with the jailer to let you out. I want you to really feel the sadness of that. Feel the powerlessness and the frustration of knowing that if you could just get there, just get to the other side of those bars, you'd be free. But the feeling of confinement persists. And now you feel something beckoning you from behind. So you let go of the bars, you step back from the door, and you turn around. And as you look, you take in the view, and it hits you. You suddenly realize that you've been outside this cage all along. That you are really inside love and peace, joy and home. The simple joy of living. Now you can open your eyes. Just open your eyes and look around. And this is awakening. Just recognizing again and again and again that we're already free. Namaste.
We're dedicating this song to Dahlan today. 1, 2, 3, 4.
How sweet it is to be loved by you. How sweet it is to be loved by you. I needed the shelter of someone's arms, and there you were. I needed someone to understand my ups and downs, and there you were. With sweet love and devotion, deeply touching my emotion, I want to stop and thank you, Spirit. I just want to stop and thank you, Spirit. Oh yes, how sweet it is to be loved by you. Feels so fine. How sweet it is to be loved by you. I close my eyes at night, wondering what will it be if without you in my life. Everywhere I went it was a bore. Everything I did, it seemed like I did it before. But you are there, always for me. You brighten up all of my days so sweet. And I see that you're all there. A love so sweet in so many ways. I want to stop and thank you, Spirit. I just want to stop and thank you, Spirit. Oh yeah, how sweet it is to be loved by you, just like sugar sometimes. How sweet it is to be loved by you. You were better to me than I was to myself. For me, there's you and there ain't nobody else. I want to stop and thank you, Spirit. I just want to stop. Want to thank you, God. Yeah, yes. How sweet it is to be loved by you. In the midnight hour, how sweet it is to be loved by you. Just like honey to the bees now. How sweet it is to be loved by you. Sing it one more time now. How sweet it is to be loved by you.
Oh, thank you. That was Jim Peterson right there. Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. That was beautiful. And I just got to say, I was sitting there meditating, and I was looking behind me in that jail cell. And then Dahlan says, namaste, and I'm like, huh? I'm in this peaceful, beautiful place. So what we need to do is give him some more love with some gusto. Woo! Thank you. That was a wonderful talk. I could hear lots of people going, in the crowd. So I know that it got through. Okay, now is our time for conscious giving. So I'd like to invite our ushers to please come forward. I guess I'm going to have to memorize this, okay? I think I can do this. So if this service has inspired you in any way, we would love it if you would like to donate to this beautiful Awakening Ways Center for Spiritual Living. You can do that here as we pass these baskets around. You can send us a check. You can go online to paypal.me/Awakening Ways. How about that? And so if you would take the gift that you brought with you, whether you sent it in the mail, put your hand over your heart and repeat after me. From the love of pure spirit, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It does great work in the world and returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is.
God is my
source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I
So let's just turn within now. And so I just know that each and every donation here is sent from love. And I know that this love just ripples out through our community, through our town, through our county, and through the world. And those blessings that return to us are 100-fold. And so I just give great thanks now. And so it is.
All right, I'd like to invite our announcements angel, Nancy Van Tassel, up to tell us what's up. Uh-oh. Here you go.
All right. Hello, everybody. Nice to see everyone. Okay, this coming Thursday, November 13th at 6 p.m. is the Women's Connection Circle at our center on El Camino Real. Elizabeth will facilitate this sacred spiritual space where women come together in community to connect, explore spiritual practices, and deepen their relationship to the divine within and with each other. Next Sunday, November 16th, we're excited to host our annual Loves Table, Potluck, and Makers Fair in Awakening Ways at Awakening Ways. So bring your favorite dish to share and enjoy a day of connection, delicious food, and community. We're inviting everyone with creative talent to donate your handmade creations for community members to purchase at our Makers Fair this year. There are sign-up forms available on the back table. We're also launching our Basket Bonanza raffle. So be sure to bring some moolah to purchase raffle tickets. Also, Tuesday, November 18th from 6 to 7:30, join us for a transformative evening with Brian Lotman, a traveling monk who has led hundreds of spiritual gatherings across the U.S. and Canada through mystical mantra, sacred breath, and guided meditation. Brian invites you to awaken the chakras, repair the aura, and experience deep spiritual rejuvenation. All are welcome to attend. Sign up at the back table so we know how many are planning to attend. You know, I have heard him before, and I think you will be very glad that you went. So let's keep stuffing the bins for our loaves and fishes donation. Time is of the essence. There are many items needed to help those who are part of the SNAP program, which may not be functioning during this current government breakdown. So please do see the flyers on the table in the lobby with the list of needed items. Okay, remember to sign up at the info table to get your copy of the book of the month or the new coloring book. And the November-December Science of Mind magazine is available for $12 at the book table. And of course, save the date. Our holiday candlelighting service and dessert potluck will be held here at the pavilion on Thursday, December 18th from 7 to 8:30. Amazing music, new thought carols, some traditional songs, a holiday message, yummy desserts, and of course, fellowship. So join me by giving a big shout out to all of our volunteers and staff who made this possible.
Just a quick shout out regarding the food bank collections. So last week, I took our offerings from Sunday. I took them to ALF, which is the Atascadero Loaves and Fishes, and it was 93 pounds of food, which is awesome. It really did just barely fit in my Jeep, so thank you, because that's the goal, is to stuff my Jeep. And they are so thrilled with these donations because the need has increased. And since I have the microphone, I just want to give a real shout out to the Hearts and Hands team. If you're on that team, will you please stand? So the Hearts and Hands team brings sandwiches every Sunday. We bring treats. Sheila, she's a rock star. She brought us some incredible food today. So I just want to say thank you to everyone on that team for all of the good things that we're doing. The Echo meals, there's just a lot going on. So thank you. Okay, so it's time to circle up for our call and response. There, huh? Okay. All right. Won't you know with me that you are never alone, that God is where you are right now and always, and all that we ever need to do is turn within. It is here we will find we are guided, sustained, directed, and inspired by a source that knows only good. Joyously, let us make use of these gifts in all that we think, in all that we say, and in all that we do. Please repeat after me. Something wonderful is happening as me right now. Something wonderful is happening as me right now. It is this thing called joy. It is this thing called joy. Joy is in my mind. Joy is in my mind. Joy is in my body. Joy is in my body. Joy is in my pocketbook. Joy is in my pocketbook. Joy is in my relationships. I think it. I feel it. I believe it. I express it. I accept it. Just the way that it is. And just the way that it is not. Thank you, Joy.
May I be free.